Hey everybody, it's Flyin Ryan here with the review of the Huiying Toys Funny Mini Drones, aka HY-852. And I think they call it Funny Mini Drones because it's kind of a little weird looking, some sort of like spacecraft car sort of design to the main body here. But to me, what's funny is that they've actually forgotten the N on several spellings of it here. So you got mini drows, mini drows, mini drows, mini drows, but up here they got it right, mini drones. So somebody needs to do some spell checking there. But anyway, this is the quad, and it's kind of your standard micro quad, Hubsan X4 kind of design, size, and all that stuff. But clearly they've redesigned the canopy to make it their own. It has a neat, unique look, and comes in nice green. I love that. The prop guard is screwed on though, so not quite as easy to take on and off as some of the other micro quad prop guards. But it is very substantial and it doesn't come off that way. It stays on really nice and well, and it works really well. You can bounce off the wall and keep flying. Somehow I actually even had it where it bounced off the wall and turned, and then the gyro actually corrected it back to the position it was at before it touched the wall. So pretty impressive there. It does have LEDs in the arms, so really nice lit up LEDs. And the prop guard does protect over the blade, so you can touch the ceiling or land upside down. It sounds like the canopy, their body, will also touch the ground before the props do, so that's really good. The transmitter leaves a little bit to be desired. It's kind of a weird little transmitter, the same as the HY-850 and 851 that I recently reviewed. So you got your rates over here on the right, and you got 3 different rates with one yaw rate. It's a pretty decent yaw, not too fast, not too slow. You got your flip button, hit that, and then move the right stick to flip whatever direction. And then you've got your yaw trim here, but your forward and backward and left and right trim are up on the shoulder buttons there, so it's a little bit awkward and kind of hard to remember them while you're flying, which is which. We've also got a spare set of props, a screwdriver, and a prop removal tool, so that's cool. We got the standard USB charger, and we've got a 300 milliamp hour battery, and that takes about 45 minutes to charge, and you get about 5-minute flights, but there's only like a 5-second LVC warning, so not a ton of warning before the battery dies. And that's 5 minutes with the guard on. I haven't taken the guard off. So I'd imagine, get a little bit longer, maybe 5.5 upwards to 6 minutes, something like that, without the prop guard on. Let's see. You can recalibrate it by holding the left stick down right and the right stick down left. And just like the 851 that I recently reviewed, this uses the same protocol as the Y215. So you can use the more hobby grade style transmitter from that. So I much prefer flying this with this. It feels like a much better match because this thing flies really nice. It's a really, really good flying quad. It's nice and nimble and precise, and I really enjoy it. And I think it's a little bit, I don't want to say ugly, but it's a little funky looking, but this thing flies much better than it looks. But I do love the green color. I think that's really cool. And I think it comes in a few other, red and black and blue, so a few color options on it. That's about all there's to say about it, so let's go take it for a flight. Alright, this is a flight review of the HY-853, and I'll be flying it with the transmitter here from their bigger quads, just so I can, do my best flying it with sticks and whatnot. It's an easier controller for me to use and show what it can do. Alright, we'll start on low rates. Yaw rate does not change. It's pretty decent. A little slow, especially for high rates, but get a funnel going there. Not too bad. Let's try medium rates. That looks like a little bit better match between the pitch and the yaw. Could go for a little bit more yaw for my personal taste. Prop guard is pretty much the same as the Hubsan X4, so it works really well, just like it does with the Hubsan. And this actually, see that? I didn't do that at all. Watch this. See, it like straightens itself back out after it still ended up back the way I was facing it. So the gyro is really good on the yaw hold. After you bounce off something, it'll correct its heading back to what it was before it bounced off of it. So that's pretty impressive. It's got a little bit of trim. Alright, that looks pretty good. Do some flipping. Nice flips. And go back to doing some flying. And this is medium rates too, so I mean you can tell this thing can move out. Just wish the yaw was a little bit faster to kind of match the how much pitch it has, but it's definitely fast enough. I mean, you can see I'm still doing pretty fast turns here indoors. Oops. Let it sit for a second. Looks like the accelerometer got a little bit confused by that. Let me Alright. Can't quite get it trimmed out perfectly for my taste. Not too bad. Alright, well let's turn off some lights. Look at the LEDs. At least on the green one here, it's a little bit tricky with because I've got, you know, white and green LEDs, so the white looks like green glowing through the body. So a little bit tricky to keep orientation, at least with this color. It's definitely lit up nice and bright though, and the headlights in the front help. Alright, turn the lights back on. Put it on high rates. Yeah, this thing's got some pitch to it. Let's fly it in for a landing. Not too bad. Alright, well there we go. That's the Huiying Toys HY-852, 853. They're basically the same thing, just a little bit different body design. This is actually the 853. But yeah, check the video description for price and purchase link if that interests you, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.